Good morning, everybody. Welcome to a Saturday edition of Concept Art Design in VR. I'm just going to start a new file. I was playing it here before. Shrink her in. Okay. So today I was thinking of something kind of in between the two that we did before. We started the week off with sort of Jaeger style Pacific Rim Mech Warrior mechs. And then we did a little bit of more, I don't know, personal, localized Simon Stollenhag industrial mechs. And today I'm thinking maybe a police vehicle walker of some kind. And I think to start with that, I'm going to go and I want to move that first off. Before I do that, even a little bit of maintenance. I'm going to take this shape that I created and move it to my custom shapes folder so I can find it later. There we go. Cool. All right. So I want to start with custom people. Just a dude. I just want to, he's upside down. Stand him. I can even have two. I don't care, but there. So that's just to get a scale ref for a person as we're sketching what we want this to be. Now, let's just go and use the square. So we need to start fairly small on this one. And I'm thinking in terms of sizing, we want to have our dude. Oh, go back to continuous. Like some kind of a cockpit area like that, but that large. Then not even quite that large. I don't want it to be huge. I want this to, he's going to be kind of cramped, but he's sitting, so that's cool. I kind of want this thing to be total about that tall, no more than that. About that height. Yeah. It's going to stand there. It's going to have a leg that kind of comes in that way. So the leg goes there like that. And then shoulder, arm, arm, hand thing. So something about that size and form. Big, but not like 10 stories tall. Big. And I'm just kind of trying to lay it out how I want it to look roughly. And we're going to, again, adjust it in a minute. But just to start, something like that. There. A little bit bulkier on the arm here. Yeah. Something about like that. He feels kind of football playery. Maybe let's cut into him just a little bit. Make him a little narrower. This is stuff I could do later, but I think if I get this form more correct now, it might make my life easier later. Yeah, something like that. And I think that head's still a little too big. It's going to be where I want him to be, but I don't think it needs to be quite that large. Let's just like that. Yeah. I can go ahead and get rid of my guy now because I don't need him anymore. Something about like that. It's going to feel kind of bruisery, but not. Again, we don't want that pack rim giant mecha thing going on. A little smaller than that. I'm spending a little bit more time than I have in the past laying at the sketch, but I think that'll be okay. We always get into, there's always the question, right? And I feel like I have been told that modern viewers tend to like their mechs a little skinnier, and that those of us that grew up on like Votoms and Pat Labor and Gundam tend to like our mechs a little thicker. So I'm going to try to skinny him down just a bit to stay in line with more modern sensibilities and to give him that like bodybuilder V shape now, which is cool. He's got that. Okay, so let's save him and actually decrease his res because I want him to be just a blob. And duplicate him and move him out of the way. So we want to have him over there. Did I? All right. Did I not duplicate him? Duplicate him. Oh, right. Decrease. Well, let's decrease this res. I'm not sure I got that anymore. And now let's move him. There we go. Over there. So now the other one's still here. Okay, so this dude is going to be our base model again. So let's paint him all red so we don't lose track of what we're looking at. Okay, so there's what we want to replace. Clay, new layer, increase res once. So we're still nice and large. Now let's go find some shapes. Stamps, custom shapes, and we're going to take that, coincidentally enough, that one that I just made. Shocking how that works, right? And I actually didn't make it for this, but I think I'm going to use it here anyway. Let's go to single. Let's see if we can't lay that in there. And shrink it in. Lay it in there. There. And there. I don't want it to be angled quite so much though. That's better. Okay, and there. Maybe out too far? Yeah, I think it's out too far. We want to sort of stay as close as we can to that sketch idea. So it's out a little far, but not bad now. Okay, now we need some kind of a flat piece to represent that. Let's just there. And then we want a leg piece here. And a leg piece there. And maybe use that for shoulder pads too. Sure. Arm piece there. Arm piece there. Arm piece there. And we'll break down and use the helmet again for the head shape. That's cool. All right, so now if we turn off layer 3, we got the foundations that we can use to make something. Obviously, it's pretty silly still, but we're starting to have that form in place. So let's go to the new layer, increase the response on it. And first thing let's do is add him some feet. I'm going to use that shape for feet again. Let's see. I'm going to turn my thing around. There we go. There's the front of the feet. Let's go active layer only. Full foot. Okay. Then let's give him hands. Well, we'll leave off on the hands for a second. Let's go in here and give him some of those angled pec type, or what do you call them, rhomboid type shapes for the back. And maybe even for that. Can we start to think about that? Just giving him some more adjusting. Feels like a giant football player. That's pretty cool. I'm all right with that. Let's decrease the radius down a little bit. See if we can get a little bit of curving in. Something like that. He's got big, ugly shoulder pads. No, I don't like that at all. Maybe I think we might have to cut into them a little bit. That's a little better. Okay. Alrighty then. We need to do some work in here. That's just fugly. Even go back to that layer. Let's cut into this shape some. Just to make it a little less, well, silly. I'm using parts that I didn't build just for this, but just to start us off. So you get some things that you like I kind of like that, but you also get some things that don't work that you need to adjust later, and that's fine. Actually, let's go to continuous with constraint. Line ourselves up. Cut into it that way. And get it that way. I don't even know what that's from. Presumably it's from this shape. No, it's from a different layer. Layer 5? That's layer 4. Okay. There's our red. 4 and 5. Okay, no. New layer. Okay. So, okay. Starting to get there. We need some work around this helmet thing too. Which layer was that? Was that 4? Yeah, I probably should have had it on its own layer. Oh well, let's see what we can get out of it. I use this shape now. Like that. Something like that, but maybe... No. Alright, maybe we'll let him have a bit of a neck. Okay. Down in here, we need to do some work. Like that. Now, let's go with that. It's neat how you wind up using the same pieces. Even when you think you're not going to, you do start developing a style. Got some knee actions. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's cool for that. It's cool for that. Since we're on our own layer, right? Yes, we are, so we can do this. Erase is full. Shrink that down. Bring that across all the way. Yes, excellent. That's a crap joint there, so we're gonna need to do some more work there. How's he feeling, comparatively speaking? Pretty good. He's got a bird chest there that we need to fix. That should come out a little bit, be a bit more heroic versus in. But we'll get that. Goes across there. That's cool. There and there. Yeah, all right. Then again, maybe pulls out on the outside. You can line it up right. Inside. Delete that. Line this up. Okay. Yeah. There we go. It's not a bad looking foot. We're going to adjust it some more, but that'll work for me. We need to fill out his chest. Maybe it's just that piece right there. It could be as simple as that. Out even a bit more. Yeah, it's that Gundam chest that I like. And I think we'll do the same thing. We're going to give him that Japanese mech belt thing. Fundoshi? I think that's what it's called. It's been a while. Yeah, and then we need to do similar here. No. In a little bit. Yeah, cool. Ditto on the back. Yeah, he's feeling very top heavy. Well, let's see. First off, he's standing vertically well. That's a good place to start. I think his... What do we want to change? His feet might need to be a bit bigger. Let's turn off active layer only. Drag his foot back a little bit. His foot out a little bit. And probably drag his foot in a little bit. That might be a bit too much. It's also starting to get a little bit wonky looking. Yeah, he starts to get that kind of clay look that I don't want. But I think it's just this layer, so I think we can cut in a little bit. See, I'm just using like a brush that has no particular use for this. I'm actually going to go to something I get a bit more control over with my cutting. I don't mind cutting as much because I can always add more geometry on top if it looks right. If it feels solid, then adding more geometry is a piece of cake. And if it doesn't, then it's not going to work for us. Okay. That's better. I think we can do more there now. Okay. I like this guy had an underpart on his head. 4, yeah. Back to 4. And I'm actually gonna... Yes! I really kind of dig on that more. Now he feels very samurai looking. I think we're going to fill in a little bit there, but that's definitely a cool shape for what I wanted. Let's get rid of his butt head. A bit more of an angle. Cool. Cool. I don't know why, but we're going to give him square holes there. Yes, okay. Definitely liking that a lot more. Feels a lot more cool. I like those. I wish I could just grab that and increase it up. I guess I could try with it a minute. Okay. Back down to layer 6. Quick save. Okay, let's go to layer 7 now. And I think I'm going to give him some hands now. Same crap that I do for hands across the board because I just think it works. Male hand. Make it the right size, or roughly the right size. Okay. Yeah. Now let's go on top of that and give him some... Which shape do we want? That one. No. Okay, we need to go up in res. Starting to get there. Okay. Something like that. Yes. We're very high in res, so I think I'm only going to mess with the hands right now. Actually, in fact, I'm going to delete this. Whoa, what layer am I on? No. Yeah, did I raise that layer up? I hope I didn't make that one huge. No, leave it high. Okay, hand layer, delete it. New layer, increase the res on the hands. Place the hands. Let's increase the res one more time. That's looking good for hands. But now let's go to another new layer. And now let's use that to do some of this detailing on the hands, because now I can warp it and adjust it. Okay, I feel like that should still be higher res. Yeah, so we're getting quite high res here, which is fine, but I don't want to do a lot on this layer. And decrease the inner radius slightly. I'm just going to warp that into the hand a bit more. There we go. I don't know why, but I just like that shape on that hand. Let's give him some finger detail. Been using that one. Do I have a... Let's use the square one this time for finger detail. Some finger detail. Again, doesn't make a lot of sense, but okay. Just feels mechanical. It's really the biggest thing I'm looking for. And then in here, in the palm, give him another palm pad. Palm pad, not a palm pilot, but a palm pad. A square on this one. Something like that, just to give some detail. Okay, and that's our hand layer. And I don't really want to do a lot more on this one because it's really high res. So, okay, so now we're back up to a new layer. Yes, we want to be a little higher res on this one. Maybe even higher res than that. Oh, and that pad's this looks really kind of soft here, which might be fine for concept art. We'll see. I wish it had a sharper edge though. Is that 8? 6? 5? Increase the res on 5. And let's cut into it a bit. I just want it to feel a little sharper. We don't know why it's multifaceted. But it is. But that's okay. You don't always need to know why. That's another layer, right? Okay. There we go. That feels a lot better. Now we're gonna have to do something there to make it better. But how are we looking compared to our dude? Feeling pretty good. I think we want to fill in here a little bit more to give him a bit more of that V shape. Let's get another 10 and do that. And make that bigger. And am I not? Oh. There we go. And now he's got more of that V tapered bodybuilder look. And that's kind of what we're going for here. He's got the classic anime backpack. We could taper that in a little bit as well. Yeah. Let's see. Other way. Some of that. And then maybe we do the same thing here. That's too low res. Okay. Oh, it's going to take another higher level one. All right. Let's find some other parts. There's something I kind of think I have in mind that I want to try. Not in here. Back in mechanical. That shape. Yeah, for his feet. Totally. And anywhere else on it? No. But maybe different. Kind of cool, though. How's he standing? He's standing all right. Again, he's stumpy. Which we feel better for. Does it make him feel stumpier? Kind of makes him feel a little stumpier, but let's leave it for right now. Let's try doing that to it, just to make it feel a little less stumpy. Cut into it, make it a bit more intent. I don't know what it is, but I'm sure we can make an anime reason for it for something. Yeah, all right. Okay. We knew he's going to be stumpy because he has very stumpy legs. But I think keeps his center of gravity fairly low, which is cool. We could try, let's save. Let's try lengthening his legs a little bit, which is probably a mistake. I should probably stick to what my design is, but it can be hard to oh, I want to do that anyway. It can be really hard to stick to your guns, you know, and you're like, I think got a bit of hand. Let's see what happens. Can I do this? I've never tried this. Cool. And now, yes! Okay, that's cool. That's good to know. So I can hide things, adjust, and then unhide them. Yeah, I think he feels better now. He feels a little less stumpy. Okay. He's standing still, but good. Maybe we'll increase him again a little bit. Yeah, I mean, he's stocky, but now he feels like he's got at least a little bit of body to him. We're on layer 10. Let's go through now and gotta adjust that. Now, but maybe on the inside. Fake a sartorius muscle. Yeah, there you go. And then I think what I want to do, that would be layer 4. Yes. Awesome. Okay. So coming in, obviously the hands have the most level of detail, which I'm not super good with, but 5. I'm going to cut into my feet a little bit just to give them. This will simultaneously help me control that blobby look I got from stretching it as much as I did and make it a little bit more visually interesting too. Yep, that's better. Same thing on this part here. Yeah, that's better. Cool. Cool. I still want something there. Think, oh, it's a cop, right? Yeah. So if it's a cop, well, first, before we even do that, let's use my bullshit part, my favorite bullshit part. Yeah, here's my favorite bullshit part, and it totally works. And now let's give it something that we can use for like a light. Okay. Yep, that's cool. And that means we need to go to the new layer. Oh, I'm even on layer 5. Well, fine, doesn't matter. New layer. This is going to be my glass. And let's go with round. It's tough to lay it out exactly right. But it's on its own layer, which means we can doink with it. And just to be sure I got it right. Yep, we did. So he has lights now. Do you want any more? It might be a bad thing to give him a couple more. Can I set the color on it now? Never tried painting with color, but yep, cool, we can. Maybe instead of lights there and there. Cool, sure. And Oh, no, those be the same color lights. Sure, that's fine. Do you want any different color lights? If I do, I would need a different layer. Maybe we'll just leave it like that. I think I do want another layer. And this time I'll go with a yellow color. And some eye shapes of some kind of, again, some kind of glass or something. Let's get in there so we can really control it. And we're going to give him some like Ray-Bans. There we go. So now he's got eyes. Yes. A little bit of color is awesome for this kind of thing. I need to remember to do this more just to make it pop when I'm modeling, and I think it'll help. Things we can learn. And then maybe, okay, maybe I changed my mind. I do want one more. I'll rename that to eyes. And then one more layer. And that's what we can do down here. Green. So those glow out too. Yep. Now he feels more intelligent, actually. Do we care where the guy gets in from? It's not really an obvious cockpit, but that could open up. That's fine. I think that's cool. Let's go down to another new layer. Increase the res once. Select sphere, continuous, no tapering, and a slight steady stroke. You know what's coming if you've been paying attention before. This is cabling. And let's go with the dark blue. Okay. So we're just going to give him some hydraulics, whatever they're going to be. Into the crotch. There. And then from there into the knee. Yep. Arms, we'll go give him some, a bit smaller. He's non-military, right? So he doesn't need to be completely hardened, and cables look cool. And that's my logic. When all else fails, cables look cool. Yeah, I feel like that really kind of adds a lot really fast. Maybe not there. There? No, we'll leave him with his head like that. And maybe from... No. I think that's enough. One on the outside. No, we'll stay with the inside. One from here to here. Yeah, that we can do. Yeah, cool. And then, I don't know why, but sure. Right. So how's he standing? If we look at him on the side, he's not weirdly top heavy. I mean, he's a bit top heavy, but he's a robot, but he's not weirdly falling forward. It's good silhouette. If we blow him up to like a size he would sort of be about that big. Yeah. Yeah, and then you'd kind of walk in, And you would climb up here to get in, and that would be cool. Yeah, cable there. Yeah. Right. And then PD over here. You know, I like that. Give him a little something here on the head still. Go back to layer 10. And wrong button. Not used to hit next color button. Back to white. And see if we can do something. Maybe. How do we feel about it? Before, after, before, after, before, after, before, after. I like it, but not quite. Now he's got a mustache. Makes him a good cop. Yeah. All right. I mean, it's silly, but it works. It's very in keeping with kind of the vibe of robot that I'm going for here. Kind of a couple cut panels here. These little things to work on. Access hatches. And the same with that. I just like this piece. Like that. No, it's the other way. Yeah, something like that. Cool. Helps make him feel. He'll give him more things to cut for the light to catch on. Works for me. Maybe we'll give him one here on the inside here. Am I on continuous? Single. I think that'll go better. Yeah, he's pretty low res. Yeah, we'll just leave it off. I mean, I could like go nuts, but I think we're getting into detail that I can add very easily with normal maps. Let's give him a quick save. And let's go delete layer 1, layer 3. So that was our original mech. And that's overlay on top. We made his legs a little longer, which I agree with. We stuck pretty close to the rest of the stuff, you can see, which is good. His head's a little bit not as long in the back. Which I also agree with. I think it's better as a helmet. Delete our original model. Save this again. And there's our robot. And I'm going to export. It's only small, it's 4.5 mil. No big deal. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to texture them up in Keyshot, put them up on my Instagram. Please subscribe if you have not. You can check these out on YouTube forever later. I store them there on my channel. And I really appreciate the support. Okay, everybody. I will see you tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye.